All right, so we are back out at the Jeep again. It's been some time since we've been able to kind of do some work on it for a lot of different reasons. The good news is we finally got all the wiring done. So for those of you all who have been near the channel before, you know that we used to have a complete setup in the back, including a delete where the seats were, and I took those out and I put the seats back in. And you can see the seats are reinstalled. The reason for that was I just wanted to be able to carry passengers again. You know, the way that we had it set up, you couldn't carry any passengers, and I have a need to do that now, so we changed it. And what that has done is it made us kind of rethink what the back needs to look like. And as you saw in a couple other videos, we created a new platform. We mounted the fridge a little bit differently. We created an open space for a front runner box. So we'll open that up real quick and show you. So we put the Vector off-road tray back in, and then we mounted our Medic fridge, and then we have a space for our front runner box, so this stuff can come out, so it'll fit 2 of these. And of course we have all of the storage up here. What we did with the electronics is we actually created a electronics hub, and we have a switch here that controls our outside lights. We have a hot 12-volt plug that connects the fridge. We have our battery monitor, which you can see is active, and that gives us the life of the lithium battery. And then we have another 12-volt outlet once we put power to it. We have some USB plugs, and then we have a switch that covers all of our interior lights. And you can see that it lights up really well. So this needs I got a hinge door that's going to cover this up and lock down, but that just kind of gives us good access to all of the stuff. So this is going to give us a much more functional setup for us. So I still can do all of the camping stuff and everything else, but now my electronics, the electrical connections to the lithium battery that we have up on top is all secure, and all the connections have been completed. Once we fold down that seat, you can see where our DC to DC charger is, the main fuse, the main switch that turns that on, and then our fuse panel. Negative bus bar is down there, and then our shunt from Victron sits right there. We of course have our ARB air compressor, the back of the battery. Now the wiring is still, I got to do some cable management, but right now I just have everything secure to make sure that it's safe, it's vibration proof, and that everything connected works the way that I want it to. So we have all the functionality that we used to have, with the exception of the water tank. And one of the things that I'm considering doing is down here in the footwell. That footwell water tank will fit, but because in the Rubicon models it uses this kind of space, this tray, you can build up on the floor, and then the tank will actually sit right there. So if I want to use that 10-gallon water tank from Front Runner, I can always put it in there. Otherwise, I have a Lifesaver 5-gallon jerry can, which serves the same purpose, and we can just gravity drain it. Well, it has a pump on it, so you can pump drain it too. So I'm pretty happy with how everything's worked out. I think it's going to be more functional for me. And then up here, where we have all of our storage boxes, I am thinking about going back to a rooftop tent. So Free Spirit Recreation makes a long version of a clamshell tent that I'm really interested in, and we're going to take a hard look at how that is set up. It's lower profile, And just for some short stuff. I don't think we're going to do any long-term travel, so all that storage isn't necessary. But I do think I might go back to a rooftop tent. So it's something we're keeping our eye on, and as we kind of reconfigure kind of how our adventures are going to go. So anyway, just an update. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up, ask a question if you think about it, and I get back to you as soon as I can. Please consider subscribing. It just helps me out. And if you want to see any of the products that I have put on the Jeep, they're in the description below, and there's some affiliate links if you're interested. So this is Dan from Fisher Jeep Adventures, and we'll see you next time.